Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. This is your PWG Battle of Los Angeles 2015 Night 1 review. As I promised on my main event review this week, that I would be reviewing a PWG show. It's PWG BOLA Night 1, and then I don't know when exactly, but in a few days I'm going to do Night 2, and then maybe at the weekend or maybe next week, me and hopefully Coco, I'm going to try and persuade Coco to come on, can do Night 3. Obviously, this weekend, when it comes to independent wrestling, I'll be showcasing and breaking down Evolve 52, 53, and 54, as well as the Royal Rumble, as well as SmackDown, as well as NXT in about an hour and a half. So I'm a busy bee. That's why I wasn't on the Raw review. That's why I didn't do an Impact review, because I was kind of taking some time off to digest, as I know I've got a big week ahead of me. I'm going to do about 18,000 shows. Last week we did 8 shows. We do say 2016 is the year of content and is the year of ProWrestling.me. So make sure you go over to ProWrestling.me and sign up. It's completely 100% truly free, and it always will be. Well, unless I change Dave's mind. Anyway, PWG Battle of Los Angeles 2015 Night 1. This is going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. I've got 5 pages of notes, and it's just several spots, several great moments from every single match that just blow my breath away. And make sure you put in the comments win, loss, or tie if listening to this as a live stream. Win, loss, or tie. Drop me some comments just to keep this one going. I'm trying to go under 50 minutes, okay, because I'll need to watch NXT, because me and I have no freaking clue. I'm going to be honest who's going to join me, but we're going to do an NXT review, and I'm looking forward to that. So I apologize I wasn't on the Raw review. Apologize there's no TNA review. From what I saw of TNA, Fat Hardy did win the strap, so does it mean I won't be watching Impact again? We'll just have to see, won't we? So anyway, round 1, we have Aerostar from Lucha Underground versus Brian Cage, a.k.a. Cage from Lucha Underground as well. This is round 1. The way it works is there's round 1, night 1, round 1, night 2, and then night 3, it's the semis, and then the final, which is a big triple threat. That's how it works. Okay, so we're round 1 right now. We've got Aerostar, Brian Cage. Brian Cage now has a bold look because he lost his hair versus hair match against Alberto Del Rio, or Alberto Patron as he was once back then at the Triple Mania event that there was last year. When that's the notes, because basically I watched this show about 2 months ago, ready to review. So I've still got the notes. I had to finish watching the main event. So my notes are as if I watched this about a month or 2 ago. And I've just been waiting to find the time, waiting to the moment where Coco's like, yes, you're now a full member of the team, where I can go on here and do podcasts any time of the day, anytime I want, obviously depending on schedules and time differences and all that. But I'm here. So there you go. The match starts off with some nice fast-paced action from the get-go. Aerostar hits a lovely running springboard flip from the top to the floor. Cage then slows the pace down. Good psychology. Even though Cage is a big man who is very athletic, he knows psychology-wise, if you're looking at this from a kayfabe standpoint, the bigger man slows the fuck down, and that's what he does. He slows the pace down to almost a standstill, and also he hits a delayed vertical for 60 straight seconds, which is absolutely, to be able to hold someone up there for 10 seconds in that must be absolutely outrageous. Just shows the leg strength in Cage. But for 60 seconds is what the crowd chanted. And the crowd were red hot all night. And these are the great fans. These aren't the guys who are at the Full Sail University, who go there to get themselves over. They go there to have a great time, entertain, have a drink with your friends. And it's a great atmosphere. And if there's one place I'd love to go, minus the ECW arena for nostalgic purposes, I would love to go to this event in Los Angeles. I really would. It's in California. I get baffled by the names. I'm really bad with names, and you guys probably know that by now anyway. Stardust then goes for a springboard flip off the top, and it really is nasty landing. It really, really was nasty. It really was horrible. Like he did a springboard, then he went to flip, but he kind of missed and nearly landed on Cage's head. It was really disgraceful and disgusting. Cage then hits a spiked vertical basically he's got him in a vertical position, and then a mid-flight turns it into a Michinoku driver to get the win. And I'm going to be honest, towards the end of this match, I don't know if anything happened injury-wise to Aerostar during the opening 5 to 10 minutes, but the last 5 minutes, I felt he was very sloppy. And again, nothing away from Aerostar. He's magnificent on Lucha Underground, but from my opinion, he was a sloppy fuck, and I hope Night 2 it improves. Because he's literally, I'm halfway through Night 2 right now as of this recording live, and he's in a tag match of Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., and Aerostar, and some other jabron from Lucha Underground. I think it might be Cage, but it's a tag team match, and I hope he improves it, because I'm going to be honest, that was sloppy and embarrassing. I'm going to give it a 2-star because I did enjoy it. It was better than anything we got on Raw on Monday. Don't get me started on Monday Night Raw, because I could go on a 2-hour tirade. Please do not get me started on Monday Night Raw. But it was a poor effort from Aerostar. Cage looked great. Shocked he isn't in WWE, if I'm going to be honest. He looks like that chosen guy, like a muscly guy, like a Roman Reigns, like a John Cena. But hey, he's doing what he's doing best. And if you're a fan of big guy versus small guy, combine them, slowing the pace down with the heel heat stint, you're probably going to enjoy this match a lot more. From me personally, as I do tend to say, you know, big guy versus small guy is always the recipe for greatness. Yes, that is very true. But at the same point of time, when the small guy is performing sloppy, and you know you're leaving it to the big guy to do the offense, it's kind of really disappointing. And maybe because Aerostar, I look at him in different lights. He's from Lucha Underground, and he's been having bust ass matches all year in the first season of Lucha Underground that I kind of expected more. But I was thoroughly disappointed, which is, I bet you weren't expecting that in the PWG review. But anyway, we're going to move on to some more round one action, as I do need to get this done and dusted and duty and rusted. Good line. We have Biff Busick from Evolve and now NXT versus Andrew Everett from ZZW. So I've got a big cough there. Andrew Everett, you absolute toilet. And I'm going to be honest, Andrew Everett also in TNA now. I first noticed Andrew Everett when he was lingering around in some ZZW vines. I can't remember this guy on Twitter. I would get at the Wrestling Lad, maybe. I don't know the jabron's name, but he posts loads of vines of Combat Zone Wrestling. Whenever I'm in a good mood, I like watching it and laughing because it's some of the most hysterical shit ever. And this guy hit like a double moonsault off some gimmick. And I remember sitting there thinking, this plonker, I don't hope this guy never goes to Ring of Honor or PWG. And the funny thing is, he was at Ring of Honor in 2014. He had a kick-ass match with Cedric Alexander at State of the Art. Sad that I know that. Who gives a fuck? It's all up there. I remember that specifically. I remember that because I got that on DVD. I very rarely get DVDs, but I remember I saw it from a Wrestling Superstore UK, and I just looked in and saw that match in particular. I was like, okay, that's tasty. I want to see what Andrew Everett brings to the table, and what he brings to this table. And this is absolutely magnificent. I mean, you could just see by Biff Busick's name, he's just he brings it. He busts his ass, and this was a great match. You start off with some really nice, fast-paced hold-to-hold. Everett then hits a springboard shooting star press to the floor. Biff then hits a dirty clothesline, turning him inside out. It really was dirty. Everett then, literally every high-risk maneuver he's hitting, it's nice, it's crisp, it's fluent. Everything flows. Comparison to the opener with Aerostar, everything was sloppy. It really is a big improvement, and it's very impressive. And it really is. And I like the first match again. It's the bigger man versus the smaller man. Biff Busick slows the pace down, and Everett, at every possible time, is trying to speed up. That, if you're looking at it from a kayfabe point of view, makes logical sense. Something Raw does not do very often. Anyway, then Everett hits a no-hands reverse Rana for two to a near fall, which is absolutely insane and ridiculous. And you know, Matt Sydal, for instance, if you're a fan of Matt Sydal in Ring of Honor, he does the reverse Rana where he sits on the top and then goes. Everett didn't do that. He just went, fuck it, and just went no hands, nothing. Great stuff. And reverse Rana is my favorite move of all of professional wrestling. It's one of the most dirtiest, disgracefullest moves. That's why I love it. Unbelievable. Everett then hits a reverse Phoenix splash, but Biff Busick moves. And then in the spot of the match, or maybe spot of the night, but I'm going to probably say that about 15,000 times. Everett goes for a springboard shooting star press, ladies and gentlemen. In midair, Biff Busick hits him with one of the most insane uppercuts I've ever seen in the history of the business. Legit, just boff. I legit thought it took his damn head off. Biff then hits a half Nelson souffle and a running uppercut to get the win. And what a great match. Speed versus power done to the point. This was, I don't like comparing it. It was like, imagine Vady much slimmer and Shawn Michaels. Like in their prime in 2016, it was that great. Like this was a 3.5-star match. Everett earns my respect under the high flying banner. And I wish him nothing but great success in anything he goes for. I mean, he's in TNA. If I was him, I'd stay away from there, maybe go to Ring of Honor. I know TNA's have got a lot more eyeballs, and I haven't checked the ratings yet. I don't think the TV... Make sure you head over to prowrestling.me in the future to try and find out. Sorry about that. The mic gimmick came a bit weird. I don't know. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. I think there's something wrong with the mic stick gimmick. Anyway, I digress. Oh, Jesus Christ. I looked at I just refreshing my memory. It just brings a smile to my face. Okay, so we have round one again. We have Will Ospreay versus Mark Andrews, two guys from England. I take great pride in that. Well, Mark Andrews from Wales, so I'll call myself the UK. Okay, so two guys from the UK indie scene, both from Progress. Ospreay from Rev Pro as well. IPW, Andrews in Attack in Wales, in TNA as well. And Will Ospreay's in the part of the TNA tour in the UK. I'm so happy for the guy. I remember one of the best matches I saw last year was it was a Revolution Pro Wrestling and a New Japan Super Show. It's called Global Wars UK. Yes, that's such a knockoff of Ring of Honor's Global Wars, but who gives a fuck? And I was there live, and I remember seeing Ospreay and Okada. I will give you spoilers because it was a long time ago. Basically, the match was absolutely fucking incredible. Got standing ovation from the crowd. Jam-packed 2,000 people inside the Reading. Great atmosphere. And it was incredible, and everyone gave a standing ovation to the match. Okada won. Okada picked Will Ospreay up, shook his hand, and raised up, saying, "That's the fucking man." That if you get recommendations off of Okada, you know you're a great fucking worker. Like, I'm not even being like, and he be my favorite wrestler at this moment in this junction of time, potentially. I change from minute by minute, day to day. Like, I could tell you in 2 hours that I have Johnny Gargano as my favorite wrestler of all time. It just depends on my mood. But I got written here, my personal favorite wrestler of this moment in time is Will Ospreay. Jesus Christ. Absolutely incredible technical work from the get-go. Chuck Taylor, who's on commentary, makes me laugh as he he calls Welsh a filthy language because Andrew starts jibber jabbering around in Welsh. And good. Even the commentary is great. Like, the first half is Chuck Taylor, and the second half is Chris Hero. And I tell you what, Chris Hero has a future in the commentary business. I'm going to be honest, he's a fucking great commentator. Anyway, Mark Andrews then hits a backflip into a tilt-the-world DDT. Ospreay of a vertical suplex, but Andrews in midair twists himself into a stunner. They exchange some filthy knee strikes till Ospreay hits a running, standing spiral tap. So imagine AJ hitting a spiral tap off the top. Ospreay does that standing. Unreal. Ospreay then goes for a springboard corkscrew to the floor and lands on his feet. Andrews then hits a springboard into a reverse runner. Absolutely magnificent, out of this world. Andrews then misses a shooting star off the top. Ospreay hits several beautiful super kicks, and an imploding 450 splash from Will Ospreay gets the win. Absolutely incredible match. Standing ovation from the crowd. 4 stars and a quarter. Absolutely magnificent. Everything you want from a high-flying match, you've got there. If that was to kick off the show, that would have been 5 stars. That would have been 5 stars because the crowd would have been a bit more hotter. But the crowd obviously just sat through 2 really good, long, grueling matches, and now they're there, and it's such a pace difference because you had the opener, which is Speed versus Power with Cage and Area Star. Then you moved on to the Busick Andrew Everett, which is Speed versus Power. Now you're just going Speed versus Speed. Great stuff, great match, great crowd. 4.25 stars so far. That has been the match of the show. Ridiculous. That. I think we're yeah, we are. Sorry about that. If it cut, I do apologize. I was about to say, if this is if you're a fan of just non-stop high-flying wrestling, this is for you. And then the great thing is, because obviously this is their first BOLA. This is their first BOLA. This is their first show in PWG. They want to go out there. They want to make an impression for the fans. They want the fans to cheer them. They want the fans to write on social media. Please bring Will Ospreay back. Please bring Mark Andrews back. Please bring these guys back. I want them on the show. Please. That's what so in their mind, if I'm there, I'm thinking, okay, I've got to go out there, I've got to have a fucking kick-ass match. They too went out there, had a kick-ass match, and you could tell by, some of the spots, like a reverse runner, spiral tap standing, springboard shooting stars, fucking 730s, 2030s, fucking flip-flopping and flying all over the gaff. It was a great match, don't get me wrong, but damn it to God, those guys went out there and damn near killed themselves, and I appreciate it. Good work. Jesus, I'm gonna take a pause for the calls. I'm gonna see if we got any live comments on the old YouTube machine, and then I'm gonna take a drink. So, oh, you little bitch! We have Ray Mastani. I'm sorry if I slaughtered your name. LK, I missed your Impact Wrestling review. You didn't miss it, my friend. It did not take place because I took 2 nights off. I hope I'm allowed that. I took 2 months, 2 nights off, 2 months. I took 2 nights off. I sat down in my bed at a respectable hour. At midnight, I watched Dexter. Fucking show and a half. And I just had early nights. I only stayed up till 2 on Monday. I only caught the first hour of Raw. Thank fuck. I said, you know what, Dave, I'm sorry. I'm not watching this. I'm sorry. I went to bed. I took 2 nights off because today this is PWG. Then I got to watch NXT when this finishes. I got to review NXT. I don't know who I'm doing that with yet. And then Thursday, it's SmackDown review. Plus Evolve 52, 53, 54 previews. Friday, Evolve 52 review. Royal Rumble preview. Saturday, Evolve 53 review. Sunday, Evolve 54 review. Sunday, Royal Rumble review. Monday, Raw review. And you're getting the gist. I'm going to be doing a lot of damn podcasting my ass off. So I said I'm going to take 2 nights off. So I'm going to be completely fresh and rejuvenated for the rest of the week. Because Evolve... If you haven't checked out my previous Evolve reviews, it's the style of professional wrestling that I love, and I don't want to be drained and burnt out by that time. Okay, because I'm a fan of any pro wrestling as long as it's good, but Evolve is my style. That's my bad boy. My boy is Evolve. I support that. I pay for Evolve, their live stream, WNLive.com, every single time, and I always will, because I fucking love the product they put out there. Anyway, I digress. Keep the live comments coming, and if you're listening to this after the show's aired, just please feel free to drop in the comments below, and I will respond to them all personally. Anyway, we have this is a non-tournament match, by the way. This is Jack Evans and Angelico versus Ricochet and Rich Swann. All 4 men before the match. This was just a DOS match. This was entertainment. Here's 3 serious kick motherfucking ass matches. Let's just lighten the mood a bit. So all 4 men dance off as the crowd sang All Night Long. And if you don't know what All Night Long is, please just go on YouTube, type in All Night Long, and it'll probably be the first thing that pops up. And it's an absolute cracking tune. Joe Ryan replaces Chuck Taylor on commentary. Evans is your babyface in peril, which obviously means Angelico gets the hot tag. And does Angelico have the damnedest, most unique strikes in the wrestling business today? It is absolutely magnificent. Evans then hits a nice transition into STF. And a proper one, a snug one, not a shitty John Cena STF. That's just to make sure. Referee Rich Knox has no control of the match, and what I mean by that is, as a referee, fucking hell, as I've read the Jimmy Corderas book. Fucking great book, by the way, The Free Count. Please go out of your way to purchase that on Amazon. Really great buy. I was also check out my thoughts on Jake Roberts' documentary, if you haven't. I did it. It was the last show before the Monday Night Raw review, and I did it on a Sunday, and I wasn't expecting many views, but we're only at 150 views at the moment. So please go back out of your way to check out I did a resurrection of Jake Roberts' thoughts. And if that doesn't persuade you to buy the DVD, there's the documentary. Sorry, there must be some. No, if you don't even have to buy the documentary, just fucking stream it. Just please, just get out of your way and just watch that documentary, and then watch my thoughts of it. Because it's a great show, great show. Anyway, back to the point I was trying to make with the referee. You know, the referee is such a vital aspect when it comes to wrestling. You know, that they can enhance the story, and if the referee just lets them do what the fuck they want, what is the point of having the ref? And I'm sat there thinking, come on, referee, do your damn job, you damn imbecile. Like, come on, sort your shit out. Both Evans and Angelico apply an octopus stretch, which makes me mark the fuck out as I got to turn the page. Turn the page, here I am. Sorry, a bit of Metallica, Turn the Page. Fucking, that's the song of the day. There you go, song of the day, Metallica, Turn the Page. Angelico then hits a running high knee, which turns Ricochet inside out. Ricochet misses a 630 splash. Man, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. I mean, if you've never taken a bump in a wrestling ring, I've had the unfortunate honor of taking a bump, and if you don't believe me, then you don't believe me. But it was Varsity Pro Wrestling, and VarsityProWrestling.com. It's an independent-ish show company based in the south of UK. I remember went there because one of my friends still goes there, but he's now training at IPW UK, and I wish him all the best. And hopefully, fingers crossed, he can get me the IPW on demand service for free of charge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then he could get some IPW UK reviews. Yeah, because one of my friends is down there in the IPW training facility, and I wish him nothing best. He might be watching this. He watches the reviews every now and then, and fingers crossed he saw PWG and he saw me give him a plug to, because he's one of those really loyal guys. Like, he was at Varsity Pro Wrestling, but then he kind of left for IPW because obviously the training facility for Varsity Pro Wrestling went down. And anyway, back to the original story. Okay, so in January of 2013, I decided, you know what? I'm now old enough. I'm going to head down with some friends and see what pro wrestling is all about. And I paid £110 a month. I got 1 month's training. And I remember at the end of the first training session, the first flat back bump I took, and I pancaked myself, and it was probably the most disgusting feeling I've ever had. I'm going to be legit. It felt like, imagine someone just kicking a football straight at your stomach, and you can't put your hands up. It's just boom. That's what it felt. I felt so sick. I felt headache. I felt absolutely revolting. And then as the time goes on, we did lockups, technical. We did a little bit of technical, the wrist lock and all this and that, and it was great. So if you're, in my opinion, the UK kid, I'm not going to give out his real name, the UK kid who wrestles all around England, sometimes mainly in the south of England and in France for catch wrestling. Really great guy, really, really great guy. So if you're out there and you're looking for someone to train you live in the south of England, even if you live in England and you're willing to pay money for a train journey, head over to VarsityProWrestling.com. UK Kid is a great, great, great trainer, great human being. Helped me out so much. I mean, I went to shows with helped set up the ring, was at shows, even had a bump on a show. Because he sent, he was such a great guy. I can't put UK Kid over enough. And if you don't know who he is, I'm not shocked if you don't. But he was one of the guys who was trained by Shawn Michaels, and he You know, he has his own school. He wrestles in England and in France for catch wrestling. So, and if you don't believe me, you don't believe me. Now, Jay White was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was also one of the guys who was in the show. He started training as I was leaving because I knew what my passion was, and I knew that this isn't cut for me. And it was hard to digest because obviously as a kid, you know, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be a wrestler. But then it changed. The minute I took that bump, I knew it wasn't for me. I just knew it. And, you know, the passion still wanted me to help out at shows. I helped out the shows after my training finished because I loved the environment. I loved the environment of being around all the wrestlers, and it was just talking about the wrestling business, joking, and it was just great. That I wish everyone who ever listens to a wrestling podcast, whoever goes to a wrestling event, just go to 1 month's training. Just go there for 1 month's training. That's it. I'm not asking you to go there for a year. Just 1 month's training to experience a bump and experience the atmosphere, because you'll then help out at shows. Experience the atmosphere of backstage because it's absolutely magnificent. It really is. Anyway, how the fuck did I get onto that? How the fuck did I get onto that? I'll be fucking damned. Jesus fucking wept. That was it. 630 splash. Nasty bump. Don't want to ever take that. And I enjoyed this. It was less intense, more of a comedic approach, which I did appreciate. And, you know, the pace quickened when it needed to. It was like a 2.5 star, 2-star match. Nothing special, just nothing wrong with it. Before I go to the next match, I'm going to check some live comments. You can follow me on at LK Wrestling. I'm going to take a pause for the cause and have a drink, because I tell you what, my throat is fucking, oh, Jesus, it's drier than a nun's fanny. Okay, we got some live comments. So we're 5 and 1 likes. Thank you for everyone who's liked this. If you disliked it, you know, drop in the comments why. We got comments from Carlos Saldana. Are you doing the other PWG that took place in 2015, like Tremendous and Mystery Vortex 3 and the other 2 nights of Bola? Yes, for your information, I'm going to be doing a PWG Bola Night 2 review and a Night 3 review. Hopefully the finale Night 3 with the finals. I'm going to try my damnedest to get Dave Coco on the show if it kills me. And then you can hear Coco screaming at the top of his lungs how this is fucking awesome. Last comment, we got JC Garcia. Hello there. Watch CMLL Wrestling. You see, I did say that, you know, my approach to wrestling now is, you know, if WWE shit, just watch something else. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to produce more and more content first. Secondly, content that I'm enjoying watching, which isn't going to burn me the fuck out. And thirdly, to get you guys to just start watching something. And I know there's loads of you out there who watches lots of variations of wrestling. And please do. If you're, this is a stump the idiot question, but if you, I must have been blocked about 16,000 times on Tuesday. Sorry. It really, really was. I just went out there and I just went on a tirade, like how people thought that Monday Night Raw was good. Like the first hour made me want to shoot myself. I saw the end segment and I was just there like, this is so bad. I saw a bit where the New Dead are doing a funeral for the trombone. And I'm there like, this isn't pro wrestling. This isn't it. And then these guys in their Twitter bios are saying pro wrestling fan. No, you're not. You're a fan of sports entertainment bullshit, quite frankly. And that's what it is. If you want to watch good sports entertainment, go watch the Attitude Era, because that's what it is. Sports entertainment. That's the Attitude Era. Pro wrestling is New Japan. It's Preston Gorilla. It's Ring of Honor. It's the indies, you know, where it's thriving right now in the UK scene, big time. And just, I want you guys, you know, listening to these reviews, say, that sounds great. How can I watch this? Go and find your way. I don't care if you illegally stream it. I don't give a fuck. Just watch more products. That's why I'm doing these shows, because I want more people to think, wait, this Preston Gorilla Bola is fucking amazing. Why can't Raw be like that? Wait, Raw's actually shit. And then less people will have arguments online. Just all these WWE defenders, they just don't watch other products. It's that damn simple. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give this guy an absolute imbecilic shout out before I go back to live comments, because this really pissed me off. Okay. Fucking hell, it was absolutely outrageous. Here we go. So I said to this guy, his name is at Annie Megalo. He put hashtag Raw was awesome last night! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So pumped for the Royal Rumble. Smiley face heart. Firstly, you're a straight man. You shouldn't be putting hearts out. Well, if you're not a straight man, I do apologize. Then I put really watch at Lucha Underground and then tell me that Raw was good. I now click on Megalo. You are blocked from following the man's tweets. There you go. It's blocked. Firstly, come on, bro. You're a guy, and you've got that is your background. First, sorry, that's a name and shame game, and I might start reintroducing the name and shame game to Monday Night Raw reviews and pay-per-view reviews, which is where I take people's social media's accounts and just rip the shit out of them all night long. But anyway, there's more live comments. Thank you for. I'm shocked people are watching it live. It's 30 minutes past midnight. CTC Gaming. He puts me and some buddies used to go and wrestle at a local indie promotion, and I've taken my fair share of bumps, but I will tell you this: chair shots to the head suck, chair shots to the back suck, and landing flat back on a fucking ladder suck. Oh, dude, I couldn't imagine the pain of hitting a ladder. Oh my god! Oh shit! That I feel for you there, my friend. I feel for you. A bump was bad enough on a ladder. No, thank you. No tar. I'll pass on that one. And I don't know if you agree with me, but everyone should go out of their way to just train for 1 month, or even if they can't afford that, because I know times are tough. Just go for one session. There'll be a free seminar here and there, guaranteed, to try and get people through the door. Just go to one and just experience a flat back bump. You'll have so much more appreciation for the wrestlers than what you would have going in. We'll move back to a PWG BOLA night 1. So we have a round 1 match again. We have Trent Beretta versus Trevor Lee. Lee hit with some... here was a good year, 2015, could we say, for Trevor Lee? I mean, in Global Force, TNA, PWG, really making a name for himself in 2015. Good job, Trevor Lee. Lee has a great drop kick, great elevation, and the lift that he has. And this is absolutely amazing. Lee then hits a standing double foot stomp, which is amazing. Lee then hits a release German suplex on the apron. And that's another thing. Getting up onto the apron. Sometimes your knee scrapes the metal bit, and you just scream about like, oh shit! Imagine your back going off that or your neck going on that on a German suplex. Absolutely outrageous, and I couldn't do that. You sick fucks. Lee then hits a deadlift German, but Trent counters that and reverses it for 2 for a near fall. The crowd really interestingly split 50-50 for this one. Trent then hits a German suplex off the top, turning him inside out. Absolutely ridiculous. Lee then hits a running C4 for 2. He's going to hurt himself doing that one day. I'm going to be frank. It is such a danger. If you do not know what a running C4 is, okay, so I'm going to get you my juice balls here, okay. So here's my juice balls I've drunk. Look at me, I'm a healthy son of a gun. Juice 1 of my 5 a day, okay. So imagine this: they're both running. So this is Trevor Lee. So Trevor Lee goes like that. He backflips. As he backflips, Trent Beretta front flips, and you're there like, bro, you're gonna fucking die. Like, dude, just that, if 1 inch of that move went wrong, the guy's a dead man. It's simple as that. The guy's a dead man, and it's absolutely ridiculous and outrageous, but fucking awesome at the same time. Trent Beretta hits the crunchy for 2, great near fall. Lee then hits a small package driver for 3, and it started slow, but it was like a New Japan main event. You know, it starts slow and it builds and builds and builds and builds to the point where you're just looking at them fucking hitting each other with everything that fucking moves. That's what this was. It was in my opinion, 3 stars and a quarter match. Very good stuff. Very impressed. More round 1 action as we have Drago versus Pentagon Jr., both men from Lucha Underground. So we have Drago starting off straight away with a running flip over the top to the floor. Hero now replaces Joey Ryan on commentary. Fucking great comment. Literally, this guy could be best non-commentator announcer. Like, I don't know how to say the best wrestler commentator. There you go. Apart from Matt Strike, he's the best wrestler commentator. How about that? He really does know what he's talking about, and he really adds to the psychology of the match, because he believes in the psychology. And I'm halfway through night 2. I just watched Chris Hero versus Timothy Thatcher, and the in-ring psychology that both those men produced was absolutely out of this world, and damn proud of both of those men for that, because it was absolutely amazing. Anyway, Drago then it goes for a handspring, but as he's going for the handspring, Pentagon Jr. just swipes him out with a drop kick that took his damn head off. It really was impressive. Pentagon then hit a draping DDT off the apron onto a stack of chairs. Great spot. Drago then hits a running corkscrew plancher to the floor. Pentagon then with a nice float over into a lung blower. Really, really nice spot. Pentagon then hits a powerbomb into a backbreaker. Drago then hits the Canadian Destroyer for 2. Drago then hits a Super Hurricane Runner off the top for 2. That gets a "This is awesome" chant. And then Pentagon hits a running package pile driver to get the win. This was a great non-stop, fast-paced match. And some guy posted about watching CMLL, and I completely agree. The Mexican and the style that they produce is enjoyable. If you're a fan of high-flying action, check out Dragon Gate from Japan, CMLL, and AAA from Mexico, because they're all 3 great companies when it comes to the high-flying aspect of pro wrestling. Those guys went balls to the wall, busted their ass off. Very great stuff. This was 3 stars and 3 quarters, in my opinion. Very, very damn enjoyable. Loved every fucking second of it. And it made me realize, holy fuck, I can't wait for Lucha Underground to come back. I'm like, one more week. One more week. I'm so pumped, especially after the shitty Raw. Well, from what I saw, shitty Raw. To be able to go off that, and Raw is a weekly episodic TV show. Once we figure that out, they'll get it. You know, PWG is a monthly, bi-monthly pro wrestling show, so you're expecting great pro wrestling. When I watch Raw, I'm expecting to be entertained. I'm expecting to be hooked. I'm expecting to have a cliffhanger where it's making me either A, pay for a pay-per-view, or B, tune in next week to watch the next week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Lucha Underground gives you all of them. And I can't stress enough how much I'm pumped and how much you should be pumped for the new season of Lucha Underground. And then we move, speaking of Lucha Underground, we have Phoenix versus Matt Sydal. This is the first time anywhere on this planet that this match has taken place. The match started off with some fucking incredible technical work from the two. Sydal is working the leg, great psychology, because Phoenix is a high flyer. Really is, it just makes sense. It's standard. I'm expecting that from Matt Sydal. He's now a veteran of professional wrestling, and he should be enhancing the story with in-ring psychology. I apologize. I have the biggest ticklish cough in the world, and it's really dry. I can feel it coming at the back. Whenever I drink, it kind of gets rid of it, but it's such a dry throat. It's not even funny. Drier than a nun's fucking vagina. Jesus fucking Christ. that line was appalling. I apologize if there's any nuns watching. Phoenix then hits a double foot stomp off the top with Sydal on the apron. Phoenix then hits a handspring cutter and holds on into a dragon sleep, which is absolutely outrageous. Sydal then hits the most beautiful standing moonsault in the wrestling business. Phoenix then goes for a springboard, but Sydal in midair hits a spinning heel kick of doom. Unbelievable. Really great stuff. Phoenix then hits a corkscrew splash off the top to the floor, lands fucking hard, as I'm getting texts and beeps and fucking fan it. What the fuck's going on? What's going on here? I'm getting fucking tiraded by fucking imbecilic nimrods right now. Oh, please don't be Dave. Oh, we got 2 new interactions. We were in the shitter now, my son. Oh, we got that. That's pretty disappointing. That's really just when I get notifications. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? Is that an email from fucking? Is that an email from Pentagon Junior saying Zero Nero? Thank you for putting my match over. No, it wasn't that. It was Dave Coco saying, okay, thank you. How about that for a bit of inside dirt? Oh, Daily Dirt. Dave Meltzer, this is Jabron in the comment section who's saying we're taking over. Me and Dave Meltzer equals God. And I'm sat there thinking, oh my God, what is wrong with you? Anyway, back to the fucking match I was trying to break down. Phoenix then gets thrown into the air, and as he gets thrown in, so basically imagine Kevin Owens doing the pop-up power when we launch him in the air. As he launches, Phoenix flips into a Hurricane Runner for 2 and a great near fall. Really ridiculous stuff. That gets this is awesome chant. Phoenix then hits a springboard save 4 off the top for a fucking insane near fall that generally got me on the edge of my seat. Sydal, the shooting star press off the top to get the win, and a 4 stars and a quarter match. Generally breathtaking. The match it had that big fight feel to it. You know, it legitimately did, and it was a great environment. The crowd was so respectful because there's 2 guys that they really respect. Phoenix from Lucha Underground, who had a great season. Matt Sydal, just one of the veterans of the Indies, a great worker, very underestimated worker. He's one of those guys that you look on a card and you kind of don't notice him, and he always has that great match. You just don't notice him. I don't know. There's something about him that you just don't notice, and you can't really put your finger on it. It just is. And he can't help it. I don't know if it's the way he's been booked, but he's always booked at the top of the card-ish, but he just doesn't get noticed. And I do feel sorry for him. And before we get down to breaking down the main event, I'm going to go to some live comments, see if we've got any more. 9-1, baby. Bring it on. Keep the likes coming, my son. Here we fucking go. Oh, here we go. We've got live comments launching it up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. We got Rai Mastani. Did you like how they booked EC3 versus Hardy? From what I saw the highlights on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna be honest, and I did like the way how it was booked. Should EC3 still be the reigning defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world? Yes. You know, Fat Hardy, fat shit Tyrus. I have no interest in either man, and them being world champion does nothing for me. But if we're going to get an EC3 push, but the issue is though, EC3 is undefeated. I guess he's no longer undefeated. He's just unpinned, and that's part of his gimmick, and that kind of pissed me off. How would you book the Rumble? We're going to be doing 17,000 WWE shows where we're previewing Royal Rumble. I'll show you how he booked. CTC Gaming, going back to the point of being in the ring. Yeah, I've had 8 concussions. I pretty much have permanent shell shock now. Yeah, I can imagine if you're taking bumps on the ladders, my friend. That must be pretty painful, and I do apologize for you. That must be pretty painful. My thoughts go out to you, CTC Gaming. My thoughts go out to you. Rena Stanner, he's really lining up the comments tonight. He goes, does Global Force Wrestling still exist? Yes, and they're going to be in England, in case you didn't know it, in March, and I'm going to be going to the London show. So if you're going to the London show, come say hi, buy me a drink. No, I'm joking. If you come say, if you actually freaking, how about this? I'll make you a deal. If you go to the Global Force Wrestling Show in London and you actually know who I am, I will buy you a drink. How about that? How about that? Your main man LK sorting you out. What day is Lucha starting? It is starting, if I'm right, January the 27th on the El Rey Network, 8 p.m. Are you still going to give TNA a chance because the TNA fans like the finish and now EC3 is a face? This is still the same guy, Rey Mysterio. Bro, I said this. I took 2 nights off because I'm podcasting my ass off for the rest of the week, and I wanted to be fresh for Evolve 52, 53, 54. That's 4 hours each, and they're going to kill me in a good way of just non-stop marking out because that's the style of professional wrestling that I like and enjoy, much like this. So yes, this guy really wants a TNA. Next week, I will review TNA. How about that? That should make you happy. Should AJ debut in the Rumble? Unless he wins, no. I missed your Monday, LK. It's not the same without Coco and LK Raw review. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I like I said, I was going to do the Raw review. It's just I was battered, Julia ratted, and I just couldn't be fucked to do a Monday Night Raw review. What do you think of the ending of Raw? Absolute stupid, ridiculous. Made Brock Lesnar look like an absolute imbecile Nimrod. Made Roman Reigns look like an idiot. Made the Wyatt family look strong and no one else. Made the League of Nations look like outcasts and idiots, and it pissed me the fuck off. So I'm trying to stay a positive P here. Who is the face of Lucha Underground? Bro, there's so many. There's not really a face. I mean, you got Mil Muertes, you got Prince Puma, you got Pentagon Jr. with Vampiro. There's just if you're a fan of TV shows like Dexter, Chuck, I don't know, Game of Thrones, you'll love Lucha Underground. CTC Gaming, Nuns' vaginas are actually pretty wet because they never get laid. See, I would think that, but surely we have this debate at work because at work there's loads of sayings like toilet. I say toilet sometimes. That's some phrase that, like, do you know in the wrestling business there's book that there's gimmick, kayfabe, shoot. There's lots of words like that. We used wetter than a nun's cunt and also toilet. So if I say them, that's why. I've had this debate literally many boring hours of work. We always debate this. I don't think they'll be that wet because they're not begging. They don't want it, do they? It's their religion that they're not interested. So if they're not interested, they're not sexually. How the fuck has this PWG review gone into a fucking science class? Jesus Christ! Dave Meltzer is the best. LOL. Oh, toilet. Rey Mysterio, fuck, marry, kill. Tori Wilson, stable, Trish. Okay. This is difficult. I would probably marry Sable. I don't know. I would kill. I don't know. I tell you what. This was a fucking great shout. Great question. Fuck, marry, kill. Tori Wilson, Sable. That could be a Stump the Idiot itself. That's a great. You should be fucking proud of that. Okay, so we got Tori Wilson. I would marry Tori Wilson. She seems like I'd marry Trish Stratus because she looks like an absolute great human being that you could spend great time with. I'd fuck Tori Wilson and I'd kill Sable. I'm sorry, Brock. Dave Meltzer is overrated. I can do his job really. Yes, legit. He just goes on there. Breaking news: Randy Orton. Breaking news: Sting has entered the building. Breaking news: Sting has entered cafeteria. He's entered the cafeteria. Breaking news: Sting has took a giant dump. Like, bro, come on. Anyone could do that. Jesus Christ. And then we have CTC Gaming again. AJ Styles is going to show up at the Royal Rumble, but he's not going to compete in any matches. There, I did his job. Yeah, there's Dave Meltzer. Good job. Where is it I can sign up and pay $60 a year to listen to you give these comments? Please put it in the comments section. Carlos Saldana, in the US, it's 4:40 p.m. West Coast time. Okay, that's I thought it was later than that. EC3 is still unpinned. Yes, but I'm not undefeated. That's like saying Goldberg hasn't never tapped out. Like, it doesn't fucking work. Oh, Lennox Woodson. Who do you think fights Bray at Mania and does he win? Firstly, he doesn't. How you're suggesting Bray Wyatt wins a big time match? He's not Big Match John. He doesn't win big matches. Judging by the end of Raw, maybe Brock. Maybe Brock. I'm not sure. I don't know who there's really left to Kane. I have no fucking clue. I don't. Did you get Dave to jump on the PWG train? Again, I'm doing night 1, night 2 solo. I'm trying my damnedest to get him to review night 3 with me. It's just the time consuming because obviously it's a long show. But I'm not saying for Dave. I'm not saying on his part. I'm not saying he's guaranteed. I'm trying my hardest to give him as much time as possible to watch night 3. So it will be next week sometime because I'm going to do night 2 sometime this week because I'll be doing Evolve 52, 53, and 54 reviews. Fucking hell, they're going to take the living life out of me. But apart from that, yeah, expect, hopefully, fingers crossed, Coco will be on it. Carlos and Trevor has done that running moonsault Sam spot for Kevin Steen on 2014. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. C4's absolutely out of this world. Great spot, but dangerous as fuck. CTC, they are celebrate not because they don't want it, but because they love God more than themselves. Yeah, I think this is back to the nuns now. Yeah, I can see that, but in the end of the day, that that must be. Yeah, I can see your point of view. We should get a nun on the show and just really debate and ask that question. If Reigns wins, I'll shovel needle up my ass. You better get that needle ready, buddy. I'm expecting a live video podcast on that. Support the channel, LOL. Are you a Zack Sabre Jr. fan? Zack Sabre Jr. is I'm about to break down in the main event, and that's from Adrian Carmenete. I'm sorry if I stole your name. Yes, I'm a fan of Zack Sabre Jr. As I talked about, I'm a mark for Evolve and the style. Gonna need. Oh, sorry. That's sorry. That's a message from. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a message from one of my friends. That's great. Back to the point I was trying to make. I'm a Zack Sabre Jr. fan. I love the style of pro wrestling that guy does and produces. The technical standpoint, the British, the English standpoint, the psychology that guy puts in his match is absolutely tremendous, and his work rate is absolutely amazing. Lennox Wilson again. Have Neville and Breeze been ruined? Did you see them making a comeback in 2016? Neville maybe. Breeze, I think the guy's going to get buried to fuck. What I read online from Dirty Dave Meltzer is that Tyler Breeze asked to go home early, and now he's got backstage heat because they felt he was disrespectful. Firstly, how the fuck did you know that, Dirty Dave? And come on, Jesus. I couldn't imagine a wrestler saying, Dave, Tyler Breeze left the building early. Dave, it's Dave. Come on, my son, you stupid imbecile. I live in Florida. I wish I can come to London so you can buy me a drink. If you pay for the thing, I'll buy you a drink. You know, who knows? He knows you might go on holiday and then you might stop by the PWME UK headquarters. Entry fee £2,525. Just a warning. Anyway, that's so make sure you keep hitting up the live comments. I'm going to read them all on the show, and any that are after, I'll comment too below. Zack Sabre Jr., Tommy fucking End. I love Tommy End, great guy. Well, no, I don't know if he's a great guy. Great work, sorry. Toilet. Marty Scurll versus Roderick Strong and the Young Bucks in the main event. And this is an electric atmosphere. The loudest they've been all night. It's Let's Go Young Bucks. Fuck the Young Bucks chants. Scurll hits a running crucifix, covers for 2. Strong then gets a great heel heat. Strong gets great heel heat in PWG in general because he's one of those guys that you either love him or hate him. And when he's a dick, fuck me, he's a dick. I remember his run in 2010 with the House of Truth where he won the Ring of Honor World title. I thought he was an absolute cunt. Excuse my French. And in PWG, sorry, he was an absolute prick. But then in Ring of Honor, in hindsight, like looking back at this time, he's still a fucking great babyface. He's one of those guys that he could be a babyface, be over, be a heel, be over. That's just a testament to how great Roderick Strong is. And Dave Coco just pre-cummed down the side of his leg. And then hits a triangle moonsault and Naito. If you don't know what triangle moonsault is, what Naito does where he goes, runs to the apron, springboard, moonsault. Really great stuff. Zack Sabre Jr. is a babyface of peril. Tommy End has some of the nicest kicks I've ever seen in my life. Legit. Angelico has the best strikes. Tommy End has the best kicks. Literally ridiculous stuff. Young Bucks then hit double suicide dives and power bombs on the apron. Strong then hits a belly-to-back suplex on the apron, but Marty Scurll misses the apron completely. So imagine, he's going for the belly-to-back, and then he drops him on the fucking floor from that high. And I was there like, oh, shit, I'm looking at a dead man. He's a dead man. Honestly, great stuff. Young Bucks then hit a double choke slam, followed by the Undertaker cover. That gets an Indie Taker chant. Strong then hits the best jumping knee strike in the business. No one has it better. Zack then hits a Northern Lights whilst Nick is in the Indian Deathlock. So imagine that. So he's got the Indian Deathlock, comes in. He kind of shoots himself up, then hits a Northern Light suplex on Roderick Strong. That's absolutely incredible. Is there anyone in the world better than Zack Sabre Jr. when it comes to pro wrestling? Probably not. That answers your question. I forgot who answered it earlier. Then we had Tommy End hits a deadlift jammer for 2. Zack then goes for a cross arm breaker, but the Young Bucks get the save. Referee bumps. Strong then kills Zack Sabre Jr. As Hero calls it bollocks, which as an Englishman makes me mark the fuck out. Because if there's one thing I love more is when US commentators make references to English language, and we say bollocks a lot. He basically kicks him in the dick really hard, and it really was nasty. Strong then takes a chair shot to the head for 2 and a near fall. This is awesome chant. Really nasty chair shot to the head, by the way. And then they hit a double melts a driver, a triple super kick to Zack Sabre Jr. Strong that hits the sip kick and a suplex into the backbreaker to get the win. Great match, smart booking, protecting the champions. And by the way, Roderick Strong is the PWG World Champion at this point, and the Young Bucks are the PWG Tag Team Champions. And it makes Zack Sabre Jr. look weak. Sorry, not look that weak in defeat. Because obviously, he took 3 super kicks, the sit kick, and a suplex into the backbreaker. So they're protecting the challenger, which is Zack Sabre Jr. And that's what it's all about, protecting all. It was a fun main event. Like, it wasn't meant to be a serious match. It was meant to be a fun main event, and that's what it was. It was a great match, and I really loved it. And this show, that was a 3.5-star match. This show in general was just absolutely magnificent. I mean, I've said a 4-star, I've said a 4.25, said 3.5, said 3. The lowest was the opener, which was Brian Cage versus Aerostar, which got 2.5, which is more than what Monday Night Raw usually gets, if I'm going to be bloody honest. Jesus fucking Christ. Unbelievable. So we're 12-1. That's a great. This show for me, by the way, gets a win. I don't know if I said that at the start. This show for me gets a win. So I'm going to go to some live comments before I end this bad boy. Jesus, we're getting them. So the next one. So with the departures of Maria, Michael Bennett, and AJ Styles from Ring of Honor, do they form Mount Rushmore with the Young Bucks, Strong and Cole? Yes, I don't know if you're talking about Ring of Honor or PWG forming this, but from what I know, PWG is the Young Bucks, Strong and Cole. But if you're on about Ring of Honor, I don't think they have that, and I don't think they need that. I don't think Ring of Honor needs a stable. They don't. I really don't. I mean, they have the Kingdom, which push my limits. I think Ring of Honor is all about one-on-one or tag team purist in its wrestling in its purest form, which is what I love Ring of Honor for, and I always have and always will. Great question, though. Do you think the Motor City Machine Guns reunite in Ring of Honor or pursue their singles careers? I think they should just tag up. I mean, I'm not going to... I don't mean to be a dick, but can you see Chris Sabin's Ring of Honor World? Should you see Alex Shelley as Ring of Honor World Champion? No, period, fact, end of story. So yes, I do honestly believe they should go for the tag division, because in my opinion, Ring of Honor has the best tag team division in the world. Roy Mastani again. Should EC3 be a face? Yes, but he's one of those guys that just has the look to be a heel, and he's a great heel. He really is a fantastic heel. There's probably the best heel in the business right now. But he could be a tweener. He could be a damn good tweener. CTC Gaming. Northern Lights Driver has always been my favorite move in the history of professional wrestling. Just a beautiful move and devastating, yes. Reverse Run is my favorite move right now because it's just such a pretty move and such a devastating move. And I'm a German suplex and a half Nelson. I'm a suplex mark. And a Northern Lights Driver is fucking beautiful. Adrian Carmenetti. I really miss the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, I love their work with Beer Money in TNA in 2010, 2011. Really great series of matches they had. Ray Mastani, what's your favorite finisher? Reverse Rana. Lennox Watson, what was your match of the night? It was Matt Sydal versus Phoenix. Not only was it a spot fest, but added some storytelling and in-ring psychology. Because the storytelling was, it was a big match. It was their first time wrestling each other. There was pretty much very little counter moves because they didn't know each other well enough, which is just great. Then Lennox Watson puts, do you think WWE approaches any talent from this PWG show? You got to. You just look at this. You got look up and down this roster. I mean, Tommy End is incredible. He's got that really unique look to him, which is really incredible. Strong won't go. Young Bucks won't go. They're both Ring of Honor signed. Zack Sabre Jr. won't go because he's a fan of professional wrestling and not sports entertainment. Mighty Skull might. I don't know. I'm not sure about Mighty Skull. I couldn't give my honest opinion on Mighty Skull, but that's just the 6 guys in the main event. And Brian Cage, I'm kind of shocked he's not in WWE, but maybe there's some wellness policy that he doesn't pass. But that's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Let's see any more live comments. We've got some more. Oh, dude, we've got some more fuck, marry, kill. Sweet. Should they give Kalisto Mysterious Music Mask and the 619 already? I think they should, and I think they should apply. I think they should apply for the trademark of Rey Mysterio and just have him come out as Rey Mysterio and have him win the Rumble, start at number 2, have Reigns as number 1, Mysterio number 2, and then say he did it for Chris Benoit. Jesus Christ. Fuck, marry, kill. Rey Mysterio again. Nikki Bella, Sasha, Kelly. Marry Sasha Banks. She's beautiful. I think she looks like a great human being in general, so I wouldn't mind waking up to her every single day. I'd fuck Nikki Bella and kill Kelly. Would you like to see Hogan at WrestleMania? Doesn't bother me if he does. Doesn't bother me if he is. Doesn't bother me if he does. Doesn't bother me if he doesn't. I'm not interested in this Hulk Hogan bullshit. Okay, it's Hulk Hogan. What a great fucking legend. Yes, he's a legend. Yes, I respect the fuck out of the guy. But do I want to see him in 2016 on my TV screen? No. So I'm not interested. I apologize. I didn't mean to sound like a dick there. I just don't give a fuck. Adrian Carmenetti. Should PWG go to another city for a while, like Miami, New York City, London, or Chicago? I can't. I think they should. And one big thing they need to do is, 1, go to iPay-per-view because I'd buy them. 2, Why the fuck don't they have their own network? Like Progress has one. And near enough every American independent scene has one. UK's and pretty much every single UK big independent has one. Why don't Progress have a network for £8 or $9, whatever the fuck they have over there? I'd fucking subscribe. Come on. What's your WrestleMania main event from Rey Mysterio? WrestleMania main event, we're probably going to get Triple H, Roman Reigns. If I could have it myself, looking at I don't even know what I want myself. Like, well, I have no fucking clue what WrestleMania main event I'd want. I don't even think I care right now. How bad is that? Jesus Christ. Who was your worst TNA champion? Fat Hardy. End of story. Would you hire Vince Russo if you're an owner of a wrestling company? Yes. How about this? If I'm an owner of a professional wrestling company, no, he stays the fuck away. If I'm an owner of a sports entertainment company like TNA, yes, I said it, sports entertainment company like TNA and WWE, yes, Vince Russo is going to be my head writer. Rey Mysterio, great review, okay, good night. Thank you very much, have a great night, my friend. Pushberry Fire from CTC Gaming. Awesome Kong, Kana, Sasha Banks. I'd fire Awesome Kong because she's getting on a bit. Oh, Berry Kana because W don't like Japanese people, and push Sasha Banks. RPW High Stakes 2016 review maybe. Wait, I got an idea. Let's make some progress. And make some European show reviews. I hope you get the hint. You know what? I'll give you this deal. If this PWG review right here goes really well and it gets viewed, I'm happy. I was tempted to get that Revolution Pro Wrestling high stakes show, bro. I was literally so tempted to get that high stakes. I was literally on the edge of buying it. But then I realized, oh fuck, I'm buying 3 fucking pay-per-views this weekend when it comes to Evolve. So after the Evolve, I'm doing Evolve 52, 53, 54. Then I might do it. When Progress Chapter 25 happens. I'm going to review Progress. How about this? If this gets great views, if this actually gets watched and gets positive feedback, I'll continue to do more of them. But what's happening is I'm doing all these shows. As I've just become a full-time staff member for KocoSports and ProWrestling.me, I'm trying to find my groove on what people want to watch and what they don't. So I'm trying to find my fit in all of this. Obviously, NXT, Raw, SmackDown views have to be done as part of the channel for viewership number-wise. But apart from that, I want to get people, it makes me happy that there is people out there like myself who love pro wrestling and love the style that PWG and Evolve and great companies like that. So yes, the question to that is, yes, I will happily do, Carlos, my friend, I'll happily do high stakes review, but it won't be until next week, late next week, maybe even the week after. Okay, I do apologize about that. It's just so many damn shows and the Rumble's a bitch. So I'm going to refresh and then I'm going to see if that's it for live comments. 12-1, baby. I'll take that. 12-1. I'll take that for live comment, for likes at the moment. Jesus. Some more push barrier fire. So Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels in his prime, Daniel Bryan in his prime. Oh my good lord, you son of a bitch. Oh gee. I don't know what Seth Rollins is going to be like in his prime, so fire Seth Rollins. Push Shawn Michaels, bury Daniel Bryan. One last question from Rey Mysterio. I'm sorry, but one last question. No problem. Who is your favorite porn star? See, you'd be shocked. I don't actually have one. I don't have one. And why firstly, that's the fucking weirdest question I've ever received. I just don't. I've never been a guy who looks at the names of these. I don't know. When people got you, oh, blah 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 blah. I don't know these people. I just watch them. Firstly, get a girlfriend. I just don't get these guys who are fandom over these women. I don't get it. If I need to wank and I go on Pornhub.com and I need to, I just click a video where the woman looks hot. I don't give a fuck what her name is. I don't give a fuck about the storyline. All right. Hope that filled your obligations there, Rey Mysterio. You turned that a bit strange, my friend. The next then put will TNA be on a new network next year? Yeah, they'll always be on a new network. It's just you can obviously see what's happened is they've obviously told Pop TV, look, we can get the spike numbers. It's just Destination America weren't behind us. Then Pop TV will give up on TNA. They'll do exactly the same to what they've done with Destination America. Sasha, and then CTC Gaming put Sasha Grey Holmes is the best porn star. Okay. I think I'm going to call it a day here, gentlemen. A, because it's 1 o'clock and I've got to go watch NXT. And B, because we're getting a bit out of hand. Oh, for God's sake, we have Rey Mysterio. Do you like how they booked EC3 versus Matt Hardy? No, because Matt Hardy's the champion. Who do you think is what the fuck? I'm sorry, Alexa Texas out. We've got comments going on who his favorite porn star is. What a great night this has been. Raymond Stanley says, "I'm sorry." No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It was a joke, and I just never been a guy who does that. So I'm going to cut a night. Any more comments? I'll respond to in the comments section below. Don't be an imbecile. Like, comment, subscribe. Pressing.me. I've got to go watch NXT, and I'm pumped for it. This show was a win. Please support independence. Please support professional wrestling. That being said, this has been LK from the Pressing.me. Team, stay safe, stay well. Have a great Thursday, and I'll be sure to catch your asses down the line.